Tutorials.
Click! Hello, and welcome to KBM's second tutorial. I am Instructor Freeman, and in this video lesson we will be exploring the basics of Hammer Editor. I will start by showing you how to make a box, then adding a camera, and navigating in the 3D and 2D work environments. Let's get started, shall we? Go to your system tray, click the Steam icon, and choose Library. Now that this is open, click Tools, then click Source SDK. Wait for that to load. Once this green box appears, make sure that your engine version and current game are set to the right options. I'll be using Half-Life 2 Deathmatch for this tutorial, so I have it set to Engine 6 with the current game of HL2DM. Go to the top left, then click File, and then New. Now if this is your first time using Hammer, or any 3D software, you may seem confused with all of the buttons and options. This is a very simple layout, and Hammer is one of the easier 3D programs to learn and master. I'll just explain the views to you. The first, at the top left, is the camera, or 3D view, where you can navigate around, viewing your map in an unlit environment. The top right is a 2D view, showing the top. The bottom right is a 2D side, and the bottom left is the 2D front view. So let's learn how to make a box. You want to go to the Tools toolbar, which is located to the left, which I believe is the default position. There you will see an array of tools. But let's go ahead and click the white cube. Now this will create a brush. You may be wondering what a brush is, as many people do. All it is any wall, floor, ceiling, or geometric shape. The source does limit on how many of these you can have, but it's a hard number to reach, so you shouldn't worry too much. However, it is important to keep your brushes as compact as possible, as it will help increase FPS and your map compile times. Let's go to the top right, click and drag. You'll see this creates a white dash box. Then you'll see the white boxes on all sides and corners of your new block or brush. The second thing you should notice is the numbers on the left and top of the box, which is the width, height, or depth. It is depending on which view you're in. Let's go and make this box bigger. Now you'll see that if you drag the top on the side view, it also changes the side on the front view. This also applies to the top and side view, as you can see. Just a quick note, the top view shows width and depth. The side view changes height and depth, and the front changes height and width. Just hit enter, and you'll see that it makes the box red. This means that the box has been created and it's a part of the map. Another way to do this is to right-click and click Create Object. You may notice that even though you have a box, it doesn't show in 3D view. That's because we need to add a camera. Go to the Tools toolbar and click the camera looking button. Then go to any 2D view, click and drag. You'll see a blue circle with a red line. The circle represents the camera's position. The red line shows the direction and angle the camera is pointing at. Now if you go to the camera view, you can see these boxes we made. You may be wondering how to control the camera. If you hit the left arrow key, you'll rotate the camera left. Right arrow will rotate it right. Up rotates up, down rotates down. Now there's two ways of moving the camera forward, backwards, and sideways. The first way is the common gaming layout of W, A, S, and D. W moves forward, S moves backwards, D moves right, A moves the camera left. The second way is to use the scroll. This only moves forwards and backwards, but I find it's faster to just use the mouse and the arrow keys to move around. So I'll just navigate around a bit. Now say you put the block in the wrong spot. You can take and drag the block in your 2D views as such. Now moving the 2D views are the same as the 3D controls. You can also resize it the same way as you made it. The white rectangles are draggable, so I'll go ahead and make it the same width and depth as the other block. This has been the tutorial on the block tool and cameras. I hope you enjoyed it. And please watch Tutorial 3,
Tutorial 4, Tutorial 5, Tutorial 6, Tutorial 7, Tutorial 8, Tutorial 9, Tutorial Infinity, Tutorial W, Tutorial 3, Tutorial...
The leader of KBM is now telling me to shut up and end this narration. I bid you adieu, and thank you for tuning in.